It is not the fastest computer in the world at all by any means. And really what I would say about this laptop is that it's a good budget laptop if you're in a pinch. If you need something for under $150, that'll get you by. You can search the web, you can listen to music and do work at the same time, and watch Netflix on your bed, that kind of thing. This is a good little notebook. It's not the lightest notebook, so you want to keep that in mind. Any laptop with a touchscreen is not going to be super light, unless it's very high end. But this one has an HDMI port here, and these are two USB 3 ports. Got your power jack, that vents a speaker, and that other hole is the microphone jack. And on this side, you have the old USB 2.0, and then the SD card reader slot, another speaker, power button, and volume rocker. And then on the back, there's nothing but a vent. This did originally come with Windows 8, but I upgraded it to Windows 10. Here's a look at the screen. This notebook does weigh 3 pounds, which is light, but for 11.6 inches, you can feel that it's pretty dense. But with these touchscreens, what happens is they do add additional weight to the notebook. That's a definite. So you're not going to get the lightest notebook, and also the bezels are going to be a little bit larger. So the footprint of this computer is bigger than some of the other 11.6 inch or 11-inch notebooks that I've seen. But I don't mind that because this is a quality display. So I don't know if you can see, I'm sorry about the poor lighting. I'm indoors and it's cloudy outside, but this is an IPS display. And so that's really cool because it has good color. I've had several HP notebooks in the past with those anti-glare screens. I had a Folio previously, and it was a good computer, but the color representation was horrible. So I do a lot of online shopping. I buy shoes, I buy clothes online, and half the time I couldn't even tell what color the things were that I was looking at, and it was extremely frustrating. Like, this is it as a tablet, and it is not the lightest thing. You're not going to confuse this for an iPad or anything like that. It definitely has some heft to it, but I will say that the hinges on this notebook are very good. Like, from here I have it in kind of like a 180 degree mode, but if I fold this down, like, it doesn't fall. And so even like this, the screen doesn't collapse and fall down. And this notebook's like 3 years old, so it has no issues. It doesn't overheat. The only thing I will say is that it's so small that when you sit it in your lap, it kind of, like, if you spread your legs a little bit, it can fall through. So it's not full 1080p, but you can't really tell that unless you have a 1080p screen side by side. And at 11 inches, it's not a huge deal to me. The speakers are good, so we'll go ahead and do a little test there, even though it's going to come through my iPhone. So the speakers on this laptop are better than what I had on my Folio, and they're better than what I expected for such a small unit. And I like that they're on either side. So, because this computer has such a low profile. But as you can see, the rubber footings are still intact on this, but they do not offer any lift at all because the vent in this computer is in the back. Excuse those tacks that I spilled, but all right, thank you all for watching. As you can probably tell by now, the theme of this video is that this laptop is compact, cheap, sturdy, and reliable. I'll leave you with a couple takeaways about it. The first one being that I would not get any version of this laptop that had a lesser processor than the one that I have. In this one, you can get it with like an i5 or i7. Those are good. But anything lesser than that, I'm not sure if it comes with an AMD or an Atom processor, but there are some lesser ones. Just don't do it. You might as well just use your phone because those are really, really basic processors. I would also say that if I were going to keep this, I would upgrade it to a solid-state hard drive and also give it 8 gigs of RAM. That's not going to make it a gaming machine by any means, but it'll make it boot a little faster, and you can just have more applications open. I like to open a lot of windows when I'm searching the web or surfing the web, so that would help with that. The computer handles, what I do fine already. I don't open a ton of windows. I might have like 6 open in Chrome, which is already a good browser, but it takes it like a champ. It's just a little slow to boot, slower than other machines that are not so basic. But anyway, if you're in a pinch, I highly recommend this computer, and just hop on eBay or check Craigslist. You can probably get it for under $130. Have a good one.